Joe Biden is a Karen. He's a Karen. That's what he is. He's a crybaby Karen who needs help crossing the finish line. So Biden says he's going to debate Trump, but he says he's not going to stick to the rules. Who's surprised about this? I know I'm not. So they put out a press release that Joe Biden will be debating Trump. They've come to an agreement for June 27th to be the first debate. Then they said they want to debate again in November. What good would it be to debate in November? I mean, maybe the last possible debate. Should there be a debate in there somewhere between June and November? You know, to make it 3 like it usually is. But according to Joe Biden and his people, that's not what they want to do. They don't want to stick to the game plan. They want to do something different because, of course, it's Joe Biden. Why should he stick to what normally happens in debates? So we had 3 debates in 2008, 3 debates in 2016. We had 2 scheduled in 2020, but due to COVID, we only ended up with 1. I don't know if Joe knows this or not, but everyone's acting like COVID's over with. So get on with the debates, Joe. And as pissed off as I am about that, about Joe Biden trying to change up all the rules, complaining about the crowd that's going to be there, oh, it's going to be too raucous, they're going to be too interrupting, they're going to be cheering and jeering. Those silly young kids are going to be smiling and holding up their hands and stuff. Can't have them do that. Can't have these youngsters in the crowd, these 70-year-old and 65-year-old youngsters in the crowd acting like fans. You know, debates are part of our democratic process just as much as voting is, to give people an opportunity to see the presidents or the presidential candidates side by side and make their final decision. So they want to complain for 3 years, almost 4 years, about a group of people that went to the Capitol. Some say they broke in, some people say they were let in, whatever. They want to complain that that's a way of stealing democracy, but they do not consider changing the way that we decide who we pick, changing the debate structure, the rules, unilaterally. They don't consider that a threat to democracy, because the only threats to democracy are the ones that the Democrats say are threats. Nothing that the Democratic Party or anyone in their party does will ever be considered a threat to democracy. Only what Trump does. And see, this is why we got so much drama going on in our politics, because everything's so biased. And I could say maybe the Republicans will be the same way, but I'm not going on maybes. I'm going on what's happening right now. What's happening right now is Joe Biden is punking out. And I don't know if he knows this or not, but by doing this, he does nothing but look weak. Yeah, this does not help you in swing states, Joe. Not going up against a guy doesn't make you look strong in swing states. See, I keep telling you guys, everything that Joe Biden does hurts Joe even more than Trump. Joe Biden is Joe Biden's worst enemy. He can't help himself. Falling upstairs, falling down on bikes, forgetting where to go. These are all self-induced harms. But once again, that's not even the most infuriating thing of this announcement. To me, the most infuriating thing about this announcement is Joe Biden says, hey, we will not be debating any independents or any third-party candidates. Yeah, he will not allow independents or third-party candidates to be on the stage with him. What did you expect? Our most robust, independent, third-party run in the last 50 years. We got RFK Jr., Jill Stein, Dr. Jill Stein, Dr. Cornel West, Claudia De La Cruz. That's just to name the 4 that I know. I know there's other candidates out there somewhere. I mean, you can set thresholds that they must reach, but you got to give them an opportunity to participate. Well, I guess you don't got to. But what I'm saying is, the Democrats are running on this whole thing of, we got to save our democracy. They need to just say what it is. We must stop Trump, because this ain't about democracy. If you won't let RFK Jr. and Dr. Cornel West debate you, this ain't about democracy. This is about you having a clearer path then maybe you can eke out a win. This is not about democracy. Democracy would be having all the candidates on the stage and let the best ideas win. Let the best policy win. Let the leadership be chosen by the voters. That would be democracy. But we don't have democracy. We have hypocrisy. We have corporations, the United Corporations of America, and we have sellouts. And none of these vote blue anywho commentators are going to come up here and say anything bad about Joe's decision here. They're going to go right along with it because their whole careers, their money, everything about them, their futures, rest on kissing Joe Biden's ass. No matter how undemocratic it is. I was looking forward to the opportunity of hearing RFK Jr. and Dr. Cornel West, particularly Dr. Cornel West, debate Joe Biden on Israel. For Dr. Cornel West, I want to see this. I want to hear Joe's response. I want to hear Joe's response about mass incarceration. I want to hear his response about the fentanyl crisis. I want to hear his response to all these issues. And now we won't get that opportunity. And he says it's because he wants order. He wants order. He wants things done orderly. Another cowardly act by your boy Joe Biden is he wants the microphones cut off. When one person's speaking, the other person won't have a mic. But he only wants two people on stage. That doesn't make sense. So you can't hold your own against Trump. Why would anybody want to pick you then? You can't even hold your own against Trump in a conversation where it's just the two of you. So you need to call the manager. Joe Biden is a Karen. He's a fucking Karen. That's what he is. He's a crybaby Karen who needs help crossing the finish line. No wonder why you're losing in 5 swing states. No wonder why you're defeating yourself. No wonder why you're down in every poll. No wonder why black voters won't support you now. No wonder why Hispanic voters are running from you like you have the plague. No wonder why Asian voters are lukewarm to you. No wonder why young people are rejecting you. They should reject you. And so should anyone. Anyone with a spine. I'm livid about this because we deserve to see those candidates on that stage. And anybody that comes out supporting Joe Biden who's backing this decision are showing they ain't about democracy. They're not about fair play. They're not about fair competition. They're not about fair voting. They are for the Democrats, and that's it. They have no allegiance to democracy. Their allegiance is only to their bank accounts and their own self-interest. And this pathetic sellouts.